Good morning, dear students. Types of federalism is our next topic. Sometime in exam it comes in 3 number. It's usually come in exam. So you have to pay kind attention over here. There are two types of federalism. One is coming together, another is holding together. Coming together में क्या होता है, holding together में क्या होता है, हम अलग बात कर लेते हैं. Coming together. The first route involves the independent states coming together on their own to form a bigger unit so that by pooling sovereignty and retaining identity they can increase their security. Whereas in the holding together, the second route is where a large country decides to divide its power between the constituent states and the national government. And coming together, this type of coming together federation includes USA, Switzerland, and Australia. Holding together, India, Spain, Belgium are example of this kind of holding together federation. Coming together with coming together in this first category of federation, all the constituent states usually have equal power and are strong vis-a-vis the federal government. Whereas in holding together in the second category, the central government tends to be more powerful vis-a-vis than the states. Very often different constituent units of the federation have unequal powers. Some units are granted special powers. दो तरह से फेडरलिज्म होते हैं, कमिंग टुगेदर एंड होल्डिंग टुगेदर. कमिंग टुगेदर में स्टेट्स अपने आप ही आते हैं और एक बिगर स्टेट बनाने के लिए, जैसे कि यूएसए में आप देखते हैं मोर देन 50 स्टेट्स कम टुगेदर टू फॉर्म अ बिग यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका. इसमें क्या होता है कि स्मॉल स्टेट्स को भी उतनी ही पावर रहती है जितनी फेडरेशन को होती है. इक्वल स्टेटस टू बोथ. और होल्डिंग टुगेदर में क्या होता है कि देयर इज अ सेंट्रल यूनिट which keeps hold to all the nation united together, and its power are filtered from central to state to local level government. But major powers, if you compare the powers of central and state, federal states, federal parts, then more power is retained with the federal state, central government, and to the state government in compared to that power are little, and sometimes some special power are given to the special constituent. This is the basic difference between the coming together and holding together type of federalism. In big okay students, so I think that I am very much clear in this type of federalism. This usually comes in exam in 3 number. Main thing is that you have to keep your eye over the type of distribution of power, whether it is going from top to bottom or they are coming together. Let us move ahead. What makes India a federal country? How we can say that India is a federal country, not a unitary country or ruled by any king, monarchy, republic like that? Why we say India is a federal country? What are the features of federalism that is found in India, by virtue of which India has become a federal country rather a unitary country? India had emerged as an independent nation after a painful and bloody partition. Soon after the independence, several peninsular states became a part of the country. The constitution declared India as a union of states, although it did not use the word federation. The Indian Union is based on the principle of federalism. The constitution originally provided for a two-tier system of government: the union government, or that we call a central government, representing the Union of India, and the state government. संविधान में पहले दो ही तरह की सरकारें थी, एक संघ वाली सरकार यूनियन स्टेट, दूसरी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट राज्य की सरकार. दो ही तरह का संविधान में उल्लेख था. Later a third tier of federation was added in the form of panchayati raj system and municipalities. As in any federation, these different tiers enjoy separate jurisdictions. The constitution clearly provides a threefold distribution of legislative power between the union government and the state government. Later on, the third tier of government, the panchayati raj system, was evolved, and it was given government status in the constitution by amendments, and statutory status is there, and powers are also shared between the central, state, and Panchayati Raj. Thus, it contains three lists. First, the union list. This comes in examination, kindly pay attention over here. There are three lists of the subjects according to which India government runs. First list is the union list. Includes list or subject are same. Includes subjects of national importance such as defense of the country, foreign affairs, banking, communication, and currency. They are included in the list because we need a uniform policy of these matters throughout the country. The union government alone can make laws relating to the subject mentioned in the union list. The things which are necessary, very much important from the eye of the nation are in the union list, and the union government has only power to make laws on the items given in the union list. Then the state list contains subjects of state and local importance such as police, trade, commerce, agriculture, and irrigation. The state government can make laws relating to these subjects mentioned in the state list alone. Central government cannot interfere in the matters of the state list. Keep it in mind. And third is the concurrent list. Includes subject of common interest to both government of union and government of state, such as education, forest, trade union, marriage, adoption, and succession. Both the union and state government can make laws on the subject mentioned in the list. If their laws conflict with each other, then the law made by union government will prevail. कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट में जो चीज़ें होती हैं उनमें दोनों गवर्नमेंट अपना अपना लॉ बना सकते हैं. कभी अगर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है तो यूनियन गवर्नमेंट ने जो लॉ बनाया है इट विल बी ऑलवेज इन द अपर हैंड एज कंपेयर टू द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट रूल्स. These are very much important. Usually it comes in 5 number. What are the list? Write 3 list of subjects and their importance. अलग अलग तरीक़ों से क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है. What about subjects that do not fall in any of the 3 list? कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जो संविधान लिखा गया था वो इन तीनों में नहीं थी लेकिन अब हो गई हैं, तो अब उनका क्या होगा देखते हैं. Subjects like computer, software that came after the constitution was made according to the constitution, the union government has power to legislate on these residuary subjects. जो चीज़ें तीनों में नहीं है उसे रेसिडुअरी लिस्ट बोलते हैं. रेसिडुअरी लिस्ट में जो भी चीज़ें आएंगी उन पर यूनियन गवर्नमेंट ही लॉ बनाएगा. This all for the lists. Thank you very much.